Lesson 35. Justice was done. We'll talk about justice in this lesson. What does justice mean? Listen to the text and try to answer this question. The word justice is given two different meanings in the text. What is the distinction between them? Justice 这个词在这篇课文中给了两个意思。这两个意思的区別是什麼？
The word justice is usually associated with courts of law. We might say that justice has been done when a man's innocence or guilt has been proved beyond doubt. Justice is part of the complex machinery of the law. Those who seek it undertake an arduous journey and can never be sure that they will find it. Judges, however wise or eminent, are human and can make mistakes. There are rare instances when justice almost ceases to be an abstract concept. Reward or punishment are meted out quite independent of human interference. At such times, justice acts like a living force. When we use a phrase like, "it serves him right," we are, in part, admitting that a certain set of circumstances has enabled justice to act of its own accord. When a thief was caught on the premises of a large jewelry store one morning, the shop assistants must have found it impossible to resist the temptation to say, "it serves him right." The shop was an old converted house with many large, disused fireplaces and tall, narrow chimneys. Towards midday, a girl heard a muffled cry coming from behind one of the walls. As the cry was repeated several times, she ran to tell the manager, who promptly rang up the fire brigade. The cry had certainly come from one of the chimneys, but as there were so many of them, the firemen could not be certain which one it was. They located the right chimney by tapping at the walls and listening for the man's cries. After chipping through a wall which was 18 inches thick, they found that a man had been trapped in the chimney. As it was extremely narrow, the man was unable to move, but the firefighters were eventually able to free him by cutting a huge hole in the wall. The sorry-looking blackened figure that emerged admitted at once that he had tried to break into the shop during the night, but had got stuck in the chimney. He had been there for nearly 10 hours. Justice had been done even before the man was handed over to the police.
Are you able to answer the question now? What are the two meanings of justice, and what is the difference between them? According to the text, on the one hand, justice is part of the complex machinery of the law, and on the other, justice can mean the reward or punishment some people receive immediately after they have done something. The first paragraphs of the text explain respectively the differences of these two meanings. 課文開頭的兩段呢，分別向我們解釋了 justice 這兩種含義。The first paragraph tells us about the legal justice, which may not always be done. 課文第一段呢，講的是法律意義上的正義，它未必永遠得到伸張。Because judges are man, and man can make mistakes. The second paragraph tells us about justice as the natural justice, which can be done on its own. 另外一個含義呢，就是自然意義上的正義，或者說公道，有時候不用人力干涉，自然就會實施報應。The third paragraph is about the thief, which is an example. 第三段呢，講的就是一個竊賊的例子，在他受到法律意義的懲罰之前，其實就已經受到了自然意義的正義的懲罰。Okay, now we'll first look at some language points in this text. We might say that justice has been done. Justice has been done， 这是一个固定的说法，意思是 somebody has been treated fairly or punished as he or she deserves， 正义得到了伸张。When a man's innocence or guilt has been proved beyond doubt， 不容置疑的 completely certain。 I'll give you one more example. His honesty is beyond doubt. 他的誠實是不容置疑的。Justice is part of the complex machinery of the law. 這裡 machinery 意思是 system 系統。For example, the machinery of government means the system or the structure of government. Those who seek it undertake an arduous journey. Undertake 这是一个非常书面化的动詞，意思就是 take or do. Look at this example. The United Nations was supposed to undertake the role of global peacemaker. Here, undertake means have the responsibility to take the role of global peacemaker. 它呢，负有维持世界和平的责任。Arduous means hard and difficult, especially involving a lot of efforts and perseverance. 它比这两个形容詞的程度都要更為強烈。For example, we often describe a mountain climbing as an arduous one, or an arduous task. 都是形容非常艰辛的一個過程。Judges, however wise or eminent. However, 在這裡的意思是 no matter how. 法官無論怎麼樣明智或者是有名。I'll give you two more examples. You should report any incident, however serious or minor it is. 不論事件嚴重與否。If she likes something, she'll buy it however much it costs. 只要她喜歡什麼東西，不管價錢是多少，她一定要買。Eminent means famous. Distinguished is its synonym. 它的同義詞呢是 distinguished. 同是表示著名。Eminent emphasizes serious work in science or art, etc. 而 famous 就未必有這些界定。For example, we can describe a movie star as famous, but scientists as eminent. There are rare instances when justice almost ceases to be an abstract concept. 我們都知道 instance 在 for instance 裡頭就是例子的意思 example. But here, instances means cases, situations. So there are rare instances when. The whole part means sometimes, occasionally, 有的時候。For example, there have been a few instances when planes took off without adequate safety checks. 有過幾次飛機起飛的時候呢，沒有做好足夠的安全檢查。Justice ceases to be an abstract concept. Cease 後邊既可以加不定式，也可以加 doing something. For example, some museums have ceased to charge admission. 一些博物館已經不收門票了。Or we must cease dumping waste in the sea. 我們必須停止往海洋裡傾倒廢物。這裡用的就是 cease doing something. Reward or punishment are meted out. Mete out means give or order. It's a very formal use. For example, school teachers used to mete out physical punishment to their pupils. 從前學校的老師會對學生進行體罰。Mete out means to give punishment. Quite independent of human interference. 我們知道 independent 它的詞義很多， We'll look at these examples. India became independent in 1947. 这里 independent 指的是国家的独立。He is now financially independent. 这里 independent 指的是个人的经济上的独立。The organization is completely independent of the government. Here, independent of means separate from, 独立于政府存在，和課文中的 independent of human interference 意思是一樣的，不受人力干預而存在。Interference is a formal word. 干預，政府干預就是 state interference. At such times, justice acts like a living force, means as if it was an alive power. Living, 活的。Living creatures 就是活物或者生灵。A living language means an existing language, which is still being spoken. When we use a phrase like, it serves him right, it serves him right means he deserves it, 他罪有應得。We are in part. In part means partly or to some degree. Admitting that a certain set of circumstances. A set of circumstances means a group of situations or a series of situations. 一系列的情形。A set of 通常是指一系列或者一套。For example, a set of tools. It has enabled justice to act of its own accord. Act here means to perform or to do of its own accord. 行使，行动。Look at this example. She acted without thinking. 她做事不加考慮。課文中 act 還出現了一次。Justice acts like a living force. Act as. 這裡 act 是 behave 的意思。我們在前面的課文中還學習過 act as if 這個用法。The man acted as if he found my offer outrageous. Means he behaved in a way as if. Of its own accord means on its own, automatically, without being asked. 自動的。Look at this example. He attended the meeting of his own accord, means nobody invited him. Now, after understanding these elements, let's look back to the sentence. 我們把這句話再看一下。这句話說的比較複雜。If I paraphrase it, 如果把它說的簡單一點，其實就是 When we say things like, it serves him right, in a sense, what we mean is justice can act on its own in some situations. Was caught on the premises of a large jewelry store. Premises means buildings or land used by a shop, restaurant or company, etc. 场所或者场址。課文中說 the premises of a large jewelry store 指的就是珠寶店內。Business premises 經營場址。In this example, no food and drink is allowed on the premises. 食品和飲料不得帶入場內或者店內。The shop was an old converted house with many large, disused fireplaces. Disused means no longer used, 现在不再使用的。Unused 同樣是使用的否定式，但是它的意思是 never used, 從來沒有使用過，或者 not being used, 現在沒有使用。They located the right chimney. Located means they found the right chimney. It's slightly formal. 它的用法呢，稍微正規一些。Look at two more examples. They are still trying to locate the source of the sound. 他们还在继續尋找聲源。We cannot locate your application form at the moment means we cannot find your application form now. A man had been trapped in the chimney. Trap, 它的名詞我們知道是陷阱的意思，做動詞的時候就是 be caught in the chimney. You can also use the verb figuratively. For example, he felt trapped in such a dead-end job. 他在這樣一個沒有前途的工作中覺得毫無希望。Trapped here means feeling hopeless. The sorry-looking, blackened figure. Please pay attention to these adjectives. Sorry-looking means the one who looked sorry. Blackened. 它是由形容詞 black 变成動詞 blacken， 再由 blacken 的過去分詞用作形容詞使用的。在英文中，這樣的構詞方法經常使用。It's usually used to describe the quality or state. For example, broadened, 拓寬的 brightened, or sharpened, or weakened. 這篇課文有些難度，它的難度呢，主要是因為風格比較的正規。我們來看看這種風格反映在什麼地方。One thing is, it uses a lot of abstract nouns. 它使用了很多抽象名詞。The complex machinery of the law. Machinery 是一個抽象的字。Independent of human interference. 這也是一個抽象的大詞兒。A certain set of circumstances 也是同樣。除了使用抽象名詞之外 in word choices, it uses a lot of formal verbs and prepositional phrases and nouns. 另外呢，就是選詞的時候比較正規、書面化。動詞 undertake, meet out 這都是比較書面化的說法。那麼形容詞 arduous還有詞組 independent of its own accord 名詞 premises 都是比較書面化的用法。在句式上 it uses a lot of indirect statements 很多說法是間接的。For example, those who seek it undertake an arduous journey and can never be sure that they will find it. 這裡用can never be sure 表達的其實就是 they cannot necessarily find justice. There are rare instances when justice almost ceases to be an abstract concept. 表達的其實就是 occasionally justice becomes almost alive. 還有課文中第3段第1句話 When the thief was caught on the premises of a large jewelry store, the shop assistants must have found it impossible to resist the temptation to say, "It serves him right." 這裡轉了幾個彎，其實要說的就是 The shop assistants must feel like saying, "It serves him right very much." They want to say this too much. 这篇課文雖然語言上有一些難度，但是它的內容並不難以理解。其實就是說，相信正義的存在，相信善有善報、惡有惡報這樣一個自然規律。英文中也有這樣的說法 ：The good will be rewarded, and the evil will be punished。或者說 God is just。類似中文的“天網恢恢，疏而不漏”。課文中講到的 justice， 另外一層呢，就是與天網相對的法網 （legal justice）。我們這篇課文強調了法網它的局限性，因為法律呢是由人來制定和執行的。課文中也說到了 Judges are human and they can make mistakes。關於這個，英文中也有一個固定的說法，就是 To err is human。那麼相信有自然意義上的正義存在，我們多少會覺得有些安慰。Okay, so much on this topic of justice. See you next time.